here is for my daughters, and my daughters are really sick, and they can't be around all your cell phones because of 5G. And so they're in the car almost dying right now. So I want to say thank you for being here. We have been working on health freedom issues for years, and we have dreamed of this day when all of these different people, First Amendment, Second Amendment, health freedom, you name it, we're here for the same reason, and it's because we love our country and we love the Constitution. I gotta tell you a story, because there's a guy right here in a blue shirt, and I don't know his name. What's your name?
Bill.
Bill. I met Bill today at the second or third stop, the third gas station. And I had to go to the bathroom. I was going to pee my pants. And there were no bathrooms open. And I literally, this is so embarrassing, I literally went behind the gas station bathroom building and I peed between the building and a bush. And on the other side of it was the McDonald's drive-thru that was full, because McDonald's is essential. But not bathrooms. Bathrooms are not essential. Or churches.
We went to about 10 bathrooms.
Or your
jobs. None of them are open.
Anyway, I wasn't the first person to have been there, obviously, and I'll spare you those details. But I stood up and cried because I thought, oh my God, is this where we are? Is this where we are? You can't drive down the street and use a freaking bathroom. It's wrong. So thank you. God bless you all for being here. I don't know who I'm giving this to next, but you guys make my heart explode. Let's come back on the first.
Let's come back on the first, but let's start going back to work. I mean, we decide. Right now, we know that the data has been manipulated. It has not been transparent. And we're seeing that not only do we need real solutions, real therapeutics, but we need to protect constitutional rights as well as the health of everyone in our communities, all types of health, economic health, emotional health, and physical health. You can balance the risk. You can do it way better than this. This has been an unconstitutional grab for power. And what this is, it's basically been about setting up a system of control. And it's in our hands to say no. We will not do that. I mean, yesterday, April 19th, 1775, was the day the shot was heard around the world and the American Revolution started that led to the formation of our country. I love you too. It is in our power and in our hands to decide. We elected the officials, and also, just there's the unelected officials that are making these decisions. Yeah, Bill Gates. Just say no to Bill Gates and his plan. Whatever it is, we don't accept it. He is not our governor. He's not our God. And he is not in charge.
He's not even a doctor.
And you want to say something? So really, and at the county level, it's the public health officers and the law enforcement that are tasked with management at the county level. Everyone needs to get out and get speaking or phone calling to those people and say, stand with us against tyranny. We'll find another way forward. We'll rebalance this. We'll get people back to work. We'll get our economies healthy, and we'll keep people healthy and protected. And let's find some solutions for the people who are suffering and dying alone in isolation, whether it be nursing homes or in hospitals. There should be some level of a compassionate care act to allow people to stay connected in this process. There should be an outcry for real therapeutics at the point of entry, at your doctor's office, at the ER, before people get so far that they get admitted. The focus should have not been on just ventilators and some future vaccine. That is what has been driven. I applaud President Trump for having talked about hydrochloroquine as a real solution. Anyone who has been, advocating for real solutions to this are the heroes. And we do not have to accept tyranny. We do not have to accept this plan. And we can start going back to work and force them to find real solutions and not this. So here, I'm going to give this to someone else to speak, but we all need to just keep coming back out wherever it is across this country. I think Ron Paul said the other day in a tweet, everybody get out. And we need millions across America getting out and speaking out against the way that this is being unfolded. Gavin Newsom said that he had 6 points of how this was going to go forward to let people go back to work. One of it, yeah, right? One of them is, we will not comply. No, we will balance the risks and we will protect our freedoms and protect people. We know how to do that. And we cannot accept the conditions of of us participating in society, whether it be work or school, to be contingent upon mandatory testing, mandatory contact tracing, which is surveillance systems. We cannot be turning on each other like they did in Nazi Germany and snitching on people like this is, we learned those lessons from history and we will not repeat them. Okay, so I want to hand this off to Denise and Heidi. I want to say something. Steph said we've been fighting for a long time on constitutional rights and health freedom issues, and often it's portrayed inaccurately in the media so that they can, they can separate people from us and discriminate against us and demonize the battle. You are all one of us. You are fighting the battle we've been fighting for years, and what they didn't want you to know is what we are and have always been. We've been patriots fighting for our Constitution, and we have been big industry watchdogs against the pharmaceutical industry and big tech. That's exactly what we are. That's exactly what you all are. And shame on anyone for saying otherwise. That's what they don't want everyone to know. Because then you stand up and rise like this. And we can do this. We can all do this together. Keep gathering spontaneously. Keep talking to everyone you know. We'll flatten the fear. Bring out the statistics. We have science. We have data on our side. We have scientists and doctors around the country finding real solutions, reevaluating the data and the modeling and saying we can do better than this. We can't crash the economy. We can't crash the global economy and society like this, and we don't have to. So start following alternative news that's telling the real truth, and let's stand strong together and let's keep showing up. And by May 1st, we're going to all be back here May 1st, and there's people rising up everywhere around the nation in between now and then. And let's start finding our ways back to work, because people are literally, their jobs and the businesses that they have built for years are dying. They can't go much longer. People have worked have altruistically complied all this time. We have given everyone the benefit of the doubt. We have altruistically complied for each other. And now we can see enough is enough. We know it is over. And I want to say to our First Amendment right to assemble, freedom of speech, and religion. Let's call out and all speak to all our religious leaders. We need them more than ever now to speak out, right? To use their moral voice. They have a moral responsibility to stand with us. It's through the churches that people organize. It's through the churches that people gather weekly or twice weekly, and we need them now more than ever because we are in a spiritual battle. And freedom of worship is essential to the soul, and liberty is essential to the soul. We will fight. That's right. Thank you. Thank you. Hi guys, my name is Denise. I'm one of the organizers. Thank you guys for being here. I just want to let you guys know how mainstream media is going to portray this as white, privileged Trump supporters. Look around you. There are so many demographics here. I don't think I look like your average Trump supporter. I am a constitutionalist. I am for someone who supports the Constitution, and that is what Trump is doing right now. So they can portray us however they want to. If they're not out here, they can thank us later for reopening California.
No. I need to speak. I need to speak. I need to speak. I need to speak. No, let me speak. Let me speak.
Wait your turn. Wait your turn. Let me speak. Let me speak.
Wait your turn.
Hang on. Hey, it's about just I'm
begging you. I'm
Next
fucking
time,
begging you.
I'm
I'm begging you. He's nervous.
just wait.
I'm sorry.
You didn't have to grab it, brother. No, you can speak.
I'm really sorry.
That's all. Just
I'm sorry. God bless her. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being irrational. Go ahead. Go. Let's go.
that is appropriate human emotion to be outraged right now.
I have said this 10,000 times in the last 3 weeks, and I don't know why. And here's what I've said. I accept my own death to save all of us. I commit suicide into God and give my body to God to speak through me to fix this and save us. We need to be saved from something. This is not about going back to work. This is not about going back to work. This is not about going back to work. No. My God. Somebody!
Okay, we got someone else. Thank you. And you don't have to sacrifice because we have God and we have ourselves. We can all stand together, shoulder to shoulder. We can do this. All of us. Okay, we have someone else here that is speaking too. Where is he? Nikki? Where is he? She, Nikki. Oh, sorry.
Whoa, guys. Was he passionate or what, right? Yeah. Okay, just a quick show of hands. How many of you have heard of Pink Pistols? Okay, well, for those of you who don't know Pink Pistols, that's where I came from. I was the state spokesman. I moved on to other things. Armed gays don't get bashed. And I'm here to talk to us about our Second Amendment rights. Who here supports our Second Amendment rights? Now, we as Americans, we have our differences. We don't have to like each other, but that's okay. But what we do have to do is defend each other's rights, especially those we may disagree with. Because if we do not defend our rights to life, liberty, pursuit of happiness, if we do not defend each other's freedoms, we won't have any. Are you willing to do that? Say yeah!
I'm not sure if he was all there.
The Second Amendment. The Second Amendment is not about sporting purposes. It's not about turning Bambi into dinner. Okay? It's about a number of things. Number one, your individual right to defend your life, your family, your community. All of you agree, say yeah! But like all rights, it comes with responsibilities. And what is our Second Amendment responsibility? It is to protect our community, our country. It is to protect our liberty by whatever means necessary.
He walked away.
Our First Amendment gives us our peaceful means to redress grievances with our servants. And let me say the word. I don't say our servants. We're granted the privilege, not the right, the privilege to serve us. Wouldn't you agree? And what is their purpose? Their purpose is supposed to be to protect, promote, and preserve our natural rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. They're supposed to provide for our general welfare, a common defense. That is their duty. And are they doing their duty? Now, yes, there may be times where we may have to chill our rights because of national emergencies. When I heard about this coronavirus and that millions were going to die, then we had to come together and do what's necessary, right? Right? We're facing a pandemic. We have to do what we need to do. But we were not facing the pandemic. Well, for millions of people. Then it went to hundreds of thousands. And now it's a normal flu. In the meantime, they have taken our Bill of Rights and they've ran it through a shredder.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm so sorry.
Today, we live under soft tyranny. Okay, if we didn't have our guns, we'd be under hard tyranny, right?
Right.
So, in closing, thank every one of you for being here. Thank the Angel Moms. The Freedom Angels for giving us the opportunity to speak and bringing us together.
Yeah.
And with that, give everybody an air high five for being here because thank you, you're so awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless all of you.
Hello? Okay. Hi, guys. We have somebody here that's going to speak about 5G now. His name is Mr. John Hawks. Welcome.
Okay. This is very quick. Next Saturday, there's a global protest day against 5G. Why? If you think about it, the most important aspect of your life is your health, of you and your family. But the most important aspect of companies is the profit that they make from their products. The most important aspect of governments is the control that they get from enabling these companies to put out products that don't have any safety testing. Senator Blumenthal, just a year ago, February 2019, asked the representatives of the telecom companies in the Senate, the United States Senate, are there any health and safety studies that you can show us on the safety of 5G? The answer was devious, but basically it amounted to a no. In 1996, Bill Clinton signed the Telecommunications Act, which basically forbids anyone or any company to sue or stop the telecom companies from rolling out their systems on the basis of health problems. And one other thing, Lloyd's of London has said to the telecom companies, we will not insure you if somebody tries to sue you for health problems caused by your devices.
Zero liability.
The interaction of electromagnetic fields with human tissue is not studied. So all I'm saying to you is, I've got a smartphone myself. I'm not a Luddite. I love to talk on my phone. I love to take pictures and put them up on Facebook. But I would like to know that I can be safe when I'm using what has now become a part of my life. But when the telecom companies have basically told a United States senator in front of television cameras, no, we don't have any health and safety studies to show you. That means that every person right here who's got one of these is getting a health crisis started in their bodies. It's going to be subtle, and I can talk to you a lot about 5G and 60 gigahertz and what it's going to mimic in your body, because everything that happens in your body, every disease, every aspect of your body runs on frequencies. And if those frequencies are in the wrong range, then we become sick. And I would actually recommend you to look into the cardiovascular, the pulmonary problems that people are having with this pandemic. These could be caused by these energies. I'm saying could. Okay. All right, so the last thing is, next Saturday, 5G Global Protest. If you want information about California, send an email to 5gfreecalifornia@gmail.com. That's 5gfreecalifornia@gmail.com. And here's one person you want to take a look at, Dr. Deborah Davis, D-E-V-R-A, Davis. Google her on Facebook or on YouTube. Daphne Tackover, Martin Hall for the amazing scientific information. Camilla Reeves also. So please find out and demand safety for the system that we all want to use safely. Thank you.
Thank you. And yes, 5G is so important. You can go to Children's Health Defense. They have a lawsuit going against the FCC. That's very important. Everyone can go on their website and send an email out to their superintendent of schools and various community agencies and say, don't do this in the dark. We're going to have one person's... We have a child, we have a young man here who's going to speak for a quick moment on the youth before we get back and go over to the streets to the Operation Gridlock and start cheering out there. Thank you.
Hi. I just want to say thank you for all of you coming out to protect my future and like your generation's future. My older brothers, my grandpa, my father for like telling me how it is to be an American, and being out here is how it is being American. So thank you, everybody. Go USA!
And we have one more last person to introduce really fast. This is Christine Bish. She is running for Congress in the 6th Congressional District.
Hello, everybody. My name's Chris Bish. We're going to get this party going, and we're going to start out because I want everyone to remember my name. So it's Chris Bish, and on the count of 3, you're going to say it 3 times fast to yourself. 1, 2, 3! I didn't hear you. 1, 2, 3! Excellent. Thank you very much. I am just so proud to see everyone here. This is just amazing. This is what America is about. This experiment in socialism by locking us into our houses, the government giving us money, telling us when we can eat, where we can eat, and telling us our kids can't go to school. It ends today. We need to let the elected officials know that public safety can be balanced with our essential rights. Our civil rights are essential rights, just like essential workers. Now, I only had a minute to do this, so what I would like to do as a candidate for Congress is remind you that I am running right here. This is the middle of the district where I'm going to be running. I don't know if some of you can tell, but I'm a tough cookie. And we want Gavin Newsom answering to me in Washington, D.C. Every time he does something to us here in California, I'll be right there by the president to counteract it. Okay. All right, we've got a couple more speakers, and then I'm going to ask you, we're going to circle the Capitol. I'm going to grab the American flag, and I'm going to be the leader for California to lead us red again. Here. Hi. Oh, sorry.
Hi, I'm Etienne de la Boissy, squared. I'm the author of a book called Government, the Biggest Scam in History Exposed, and I also wrote about, thank you. I also wrote an expose called Plandemic, how organized crime and the government on Wall Street and in the media is behind what is essentially a multi-trillion-dollar bank theft. This isn't about COVID, this is about the bailouts. COVID is the engineered, manufactured excuse to give Wall Street trillions and trillions of dollars. It's not what they're telling you. It's not as communicable as it is. It's not killing anybody worse than the flu. I have been to the epicenter myself personally in California. The LA Times said that Santa Clara, Silicon Valley was the epicenter of COVID in California. We were there Sunday night, myself and David Rodriguez and another friend of ours. We talked to a dozen employees. There's no pandemic going on in the epicenter of the pandemic. There is no, they told us flat out they'd only tested 10 people the day before. They told us that they didn't think there was any increase over the usual death rate from seasonal flu, COPD, respiratory illnesses, etc. And a paramedic told us he thought the entire thing was a hoax. And so that's what's going on. This is the excuse to hand trillions of dollars to Wall Street through BlackRock Capital. This is a takedown, government-scam.com/pandemic. Thank you for everybody for coming out. We're going to defeat this thing. We're going to expose it. We're going to get everybody back to work.
Yeah, just to reiterate that, my name is David Rodriguez. I'm a principal of a private school, and so these ideas we're learning in the school. And so you're going to see this evolution go into homeschooling. How many of you are homeschoolers out there? How many of you would like to be homeschoolers? Okay, so let me just redefine something. We have to redefine the paradigm of freedom. 3 principles. You own yourself. You own your body. Principle number 2, the non-aggression principle. You can do whatever you want as long as you don't aggress against another person or their property. And number 3, the self-defense principle. If somebody aggresses against you or your property, you have the moral justification to defend yourself and your property. Freedom is going to win. We're going to take this thing local, global, self-ownership, volunteerism, freedom worldwide. Thank you all. I love you so much. Freedom Angels! Give it up for the Freedom Angels!
So it's time to go back to the gridlock and support all our friends who are out there fighting for our freedoms. And let's just keep showing up, keep supporting every Reopen America that you see, keep supporting every different place is popping up, and keep talking to people. And May 1st, back here, we're like, enough is enough. We're done. We're going back to work. We're taking the power in our hands. All right, back to the streets. Let's hear it.